went to a whole next level. So I literally thought I was just going to make my own t-shirts, because I was, at this point, I was like, all right, I'd rather people read what I got to say instead of me talking to people. So that's kind of how I got into t-shirts. Like, I'm going to put my sayings on the shirt, and that's that. So it was one particular shirt that says, "Hustlers don't sleep, we take naps." I made that t-shirt, and y'all, when I say that shit took off of me, like, literally people start hitting me up, "Hey, let me get one." So I did that, and I did a no days off. Grinding no days off, and I did no days off. Those are the two shirts that put me on to where I ended up giving it to Trina when they came in, French Montana, when I met J.R. Smith. I gave them all that shirt. It was like, dope, this is some real stuff. But at that time, that was a popular saying, like, because everybody was hustling then. And I ended up meeting some people off of Instagram in New York, and the one dude was like, "Come up here with your shirts." My homegirl Shay in New York, she was like, "Come up here, we gonna help you sell this stuff." I came up there, they showed mad love in Harlem. Oh my God, both Shays, female Shay and male Shay. Like, I pushed them shirts. I was up there with my book bag on. Matter of fact, I got a picture. I'm gonna make sure I put it in the video at the end. I had my book bag, and we was walking down Harlem. I think probably like 124th, leaving a barbershop. I was up there literally selling my shirts. Like, I was hustling. Barbershops, hairstylists, sports teams, summer camps, the radio station. Rest in peace shirts was so big, unfortunately. I was doing so many different shirts for people. It's like I became the t-shirt lady for real. So when I knew I was done with doing t-shirts, it was at the point where I was just burnt out, because I had got customers at times that would be like, "Well, why I gotta pay that much?" I'm like, "You getting all this detail and you want all these shirts. I understand you trying to resell it, but it still have to be, it gotta make sense for me too." And I was getting a lot of that, so it was just like I was just getting burnt out. It was just becoming too much. I wanted help. I wanted to try to hire people and teach people, but it just wasn't working. And then I just got to the point where I was just like, you know what? I don't think I want to do this no more. So my move to Atlanta. So I moved there in 2019. So prior to me moving there, I ended up started working on my credit, getting my credit together. Like, mind you, I did not know I was about to be moving to Atlanta when I was working on myself. But that's how God worked, though. When he see you doing the work, he go come in and take you to that next step. So working on my credit, boom, I end up running into an ex of mine. No names, people already know who it is, but anyways, we end up being cool, and it just like it went from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he always believed in me, and he was that help that I needed to help me get to Atlanta. So I'm not gonna say his name, but he know who he is. And I'm so grateful that he did that, because that elevated me to a whole nother level. And I knew I was not being funny, but I knew I had outgrew my city. It is what it is. And when that time came, it all happened so fast. I literally told my mom and them like 2 weeks before I was moving, like, "Yo, I'm about to move to Atlanta." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah." I ended up coming across some money, and I found a house. I went down there that weekend. Everything, that whole weekend was perfect. It was like, I reached out to one of my homeboys. He was like, "Yo, I'm here with 3." I forgot who. I put pictures in the video. I forgot who he was signed under. I ended up styling him that weekend. I ended up doing a cameo, not a cameo, but behind the scenes as an extra in Love and Hip Hop with Scrappy and Bambi. I met them that day. And let's see,